Okay, so behind me you see the Polaris Ranger right here. It's 2008, and it is it's been running rough, like at low idle. So like sometimes it'll run fine, sometimes it won't. I mean, so like it's sometimes it won't start without me. Of course, you got to put your foot on the brake to start it, and it should just start because it's the electronic fuel injection. But then every so often I have to put my foot on the gas as well to get it to go, and then at slow idle, it'll die. What am I trying to say? It'll jump on me. It just won't run smooth at low idle. So I've done some research, and I think it is the fuel pump. It's right there's the gas cap, and right under that seat is the gas tank, and on top is the fuel pump. Now look, I'm not a mechanic. I might be wasting my money by trying to do this, but that's what I'm gonna try and see what happens. I mean, if I can take out the old one and clean the filter which is attached to it, then maybe that's what I'll just do. And I know you can take just the fuel pump out and replace it. But see, another problem I'm having is on the fuel gauge. It always reads full. It reads full all the time. And so, you know, in this one, and you'll see it, it has a, like a toilet has the plunger that goes up and down with the fuel. Obviously something's wrong with it. So I just bought a whole new unit to drop down in there. So let's see how this goes. I don't know that this has been off. So this is the gas tank, and that's your fuel pump right here. Now I'm gonna lube it up a little bit. And here's the electrical connection. I'll kind of lube that up a little bit. Guys, you gotta twist this off. It's threaded on, and I anticipate that's gonna be hard to do. And I just want this to go freely without breaking it. So let's see what happens. Let that set for a minute. Of course, there's two little green, this right here, two little green things. You just squeeze them together and push it out. I disconnected my electrical. Now I thought this was supposed to be lined up with these two little grooves. So maybe somebody's been in this before. And that might be why my gas gauge reads full. But we'll check it out. Okay, I had to take a break. I've been at it for 10 minutes trying to get that top off. And what I'm doing off camera is I'm taking a screwdriver, putting it right there and hitting it. I've made one revolution with it. It's gonna come off, it's just hard. I know there's a wrench for that. Forget what it's called, but there's some kind of wrench for it. I just don't have it. Probably not gonna buy it, but I might need it to get it tightened back down once I put a new one in. But anyway, if there's an easier way to get that off, let me know. You know, obviously the wrench, but I'm gonna work at it a little bit more. Okay, so I got it. That's what I got out, and this is that float. It seems to be in pretty good shape. But I'll tell you what I found in here. Can you see? See all that trash? Yeah. That is, I don't even know what it come off of. I mean, there's a bunch of rust in there. So I might have to clean that out. I mean, maybe this thing, they don't look too bad. That filter, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna clean that up real good. I might have to take a water hose to it, flush it out, and then get a shot vac to it, when it's clean water. I can't shop vac out gas, but I can that, because it's going to be a hassle to take that gas tank off. So I think that's what I'll do. Shop vac it out. I can get my hand in there. It's not too big. I mean, it's not so I can get a rag in there and clean it up. So we're going to try that. Okay, so this is what I have decided to do, is not remove the gas tank, which overall probably would have been better. Probably wouldn't have taken 15 minutes to do it, but I didn't do that. So what am I doing? Filling the gas tank up with water. I'm gonna let that overflow for quite a bit. I'm gonna siphon some out, siphon it out, then I'll bring my shop vac in and get that trash. I'm not in a hurry, it don't have to be done today. I'm gonna let it dry probably overnight. Make sure it's good and dry and clean before. I'll probably put that old fuel pump back in, make sure it's lined up right, and just see what it does. It's not gonna hurt anything. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna lose anything. So anyway, at least it's getting clean. I'll come back on here when I get my shop vac probably. And then there's ladybugs coming out of it, a bunch of them, and it's just rust in there. I just don't really know where the rust came from. I didn't realize there was anything metal. I mean, it's a plastic tank, so go figure. Okay, so I'm siphoning the water out of the gas tank. Still got trash in there. Whatever happened, this needed to happen either way. Vacuum that trash out. So this is my third time to rinse out the gas tank. And can you see? Light cleaner. I'm filling it up one more time. I'm gonna siphon it out. I'll use that shop vac one more time. Get a flashlight in there, make sure all the debris is gone. Then I'll take a big sponge or a t-shirt, get all the wet water out of it, and reassemble. A lot easier than removing the gas tank, I believe. Okay, so I took a t-shirt and went down in there. Can you see? I think you can. Anyway, that's dry. Clean. All the debris out. I don't really see anything in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together and see what it does. I'm gonna put the old one back in the right area. And before I go spend 150 bucks on a fuel pump, I can still take that old one back. I mean, the new one back. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I cleaned out the gas tank. So I know it's clean, good fuel, and it still was doing the same thing. So I'm gonna put the new one in and see how that does. All right, so the new fuel pump's in. Gauge seems to be working. Of course, it's on full, so I won't go until I rinse the gas out. Going for a test drive. So far so good. Running smooth, seems like. Okay, so I just finished my test run and it seems to be running smooth. I mean, you know, I won't know for sure because it did that off and on before. So I think it's successful. At least I cleaned out the gas tank, got fresh fuel, got a fresh fuel pump in it, and the test run ran well. I'm gonna finish up the video now, but that's I think it's gonna work. All right.